so fast. So many years have already passed. It almost seems like yesterday when I look that way. As I cut limbs off the tree, I create new ones in time, as the old fall away. Time, 3, 2, 1, 0. At first everything is blank, as thoughts begin to flash through my mind, thousands at a time. I begin to plan from within. The sketches are laid out on paper made from pulp. The measuring tape is drawn along the surface of the log. Chalk marks are made along the way. Center lines are snapped from one end to the other. Human form takes shape in my mind's eye. Emotionalism within creeps up through my soul before I begin to carve. Every tree speaks a special language to me. I see human form in these trees. With ease, the saw cuts to bring the tree down. The sound of timber clears the way for another glorious form to come into play. It hits the ground with such a great sound. These tall, majestic trees have clothed us from the beginning of time, the warmth they share as fires burn in our care. It takes time for them to fall. From one tree alone, I will shape forms of joy, love, as well as toil. Oh, majestic trees, speak to me as you fall to our Mother Earth, crashing into her arms, resting on her soft and gentle soil. The color of life begins to open my eyes as I study the human form. What do I see in this solid oak, pine, or aspen entity? How dense they seem to be, but how gentle it gets as they speak to me. The soft lines begin to take place as I make my first cut. I begin to see my place as one with this tree. A face appears with lines that are so smooth, a neck that gently flows by my mind's eye. This tree speaks to me as I see breasts that can nurture thee. The tender, flat surface where life begins, within this hollow dot that I can press my finger in. As this tree grows rings from year to year, the womb creates birth from there to here. Just as trees sprout from seeds, I begin to see solid knees. In this piece of wood in front of me, in time it too will have feet to stand tall among us all. The emotion I expel begins to tell all the secrets my sculptures share with my soul. The log is cut in two to make room for the embrace of love. From one becomes one as two forms embrace, chiseled and sawed from this tree that has fallen and will see a new life. The lines speak to me as they are created from within, so I can share my thoughts as they're chiseled in. It's amazing how things take shape with these logs that are so straight. This hard wood becomes so soft with the sharp edge of my saw so tight. With each movement I make, ever so slight, the hard edges of metal chips away the sheer boldness of my sight that peers into this wood with so much might. The tenderness of human form overshadows this grain which shows me the way of these natural curves, sending me onward as reality melts away. Time evaporates as the intensity of chiseled chunks of wood fly through the air. The two of them begin to share one place together in this crisp, clean air. Two lovers embrace on the ground as they wait to be found. They too will stand among these trees who wear such beauty clothed with millions of leaves. These slender lines of the body and thighs give me insight on scribing lines that guide my eyes. The power of the cutting edge enables me to see these slender trees that come to life, live among us with no strife. The shapes that look so familiar in our heart flow past us as if they were art. These hard shapes with angles so strong blend into the surrounding with so much grace. It's hard to explain until one can see just what I mean because they are so free. As they express themselves to me, they let the flow of the wind and rain settle on their grain without pain. Can the influence of Kon-Tiki be so close, or the forms of Easter Isle inspire my style? Your soft, tender hair began to share times of the past that always last. This delicate smile softens the look as it brings joy to this tree as I open this creative book. With my turbulent past, I find a new space. As we moved from place to place, new directions would unfold, slipping away down through time. I would never forget from where life begins inside us all. We all grow tall to strive for the best for where we must go, so I too at times would fall. I decided to go through these portals of mine, finally to settle in this garden of splendor, in woods among trees that were so slender. From this point on, the human forms I share with you continue to grow from within my soul. The work that I will share, I hope, will bring a lot of care. The families in need go on with life. Tears that are shed continue for those to be fed. Let's allow the healing within for those who find these pieces of mine. Let us touch their heart with this environmental art. It all seems so simple for this work that transforms the need for more to see, how delicate our lives can be. If only these figures I create can open the gate to souls who take the time to allow their thoughts to translate. We can all stand together as we weather. Let us hear the angels above with their harmonic view as they tell us how to share when we are in moments of despair. Oh, these pieces of mine, carved out of this soft pine, still rest among whispering leaves. They've seen changing seasons with so much ease. Let us go on in time as we watch the flow of the lines in this soft and mellow pine.